Yeah, so Isaiah or Zay, yeah, so we're school year started back up. So it's been exciting to kind of see just the opportunities so that we have to go into the school. I mean, yesterday I was up there. It was kind of hard. Just kind of seeing, I think the new year, kids are getting a little bit more comfortable with the school. So, I mean, so many kids just running through the hallways, like fighting, like play fighting, but it's just every corner you turn, there's somebody wrestling. And I'm like, is this a school or is this like, 8 hours of recess? And they've, even talking with my nephew who goes there, he's like, yeah, I think everybody misses recess. I'm like, I understand that. Like, I miss recess as well, but there comes a point where you kind of have to grow up a little bit. But so just definitely prayers for the school as a whole. I could see just the weight and just how hard it was for security guards, for the administration, just feeling like they were putting out fires everywhere. So continued prayers for them and discernment of how to like serve the school best. Uh, I don't want to be in charge of like discipline procedures because I'm not a part of the school, but figuring out our alternative ways to help like put out some of those fires and different ways to help support the school. Knowing that we're going to be there so often, I just want to continue to figure out how to better support them, not just the students, but the teachers and faculty as well. Um, I would say also prayers for, we got our fall weekend trip coming up next month. Last year we took about 12 students and they had a pretty good time, but it's a short weekend, but it's also a long weekend spiritually, emotionally. And so prayers for just the leaders that are coming alongside me. I'm super excited for um, Amoy and OC who are working for Urban Impact, who volunteered, to kind of take away from their weekend to come help support Young Life. And so that's just a great, you know, way that they're loving me well, but also like seeing ministries collaborate. And I think that's a lot of what my heart and my vision is, just to see us serve each other, so that not Young Life or Urban Impact can be enhanced or get the glory, but that God will get the glory at the end. So continue prayers for that. For that opportunity and for the kids that will be coming up. I think we'll have a lot of new kids, and we're also trying to navigate like similar to like what kids do we invite, because we've had some altercations in the past, and we just want to be safe and be mindful of that. Also, I think prayers for a full time leader. I think uh, I'm thankful for the people at Urban Impact and the people that have kind of partnered with me, but uh, I think Young Life, you need like kind of volunteers that are kind of consistent. And so that's been kind of hard over the last couple of years. We've had some people kind of step away who've done an awesome job. And I think it's just been hard for the kids and seeing the transition. But even for myself, having to kind of like lead the ministry, also do a lot of the admin stuff. And so just prayers for more leaders to come alongside me. We're doing some recruiting at CCAC. We've had some great opportunities there, just connecting with students there. And whether it's 1 or 10 kids that 10 college students that come back and want to serve, we just want them to also feel like they're loved and supported as well. So prayers for that ministry and how we're trying to get things started at CCAC. And lastly, I would say just prayers for my wife. She hasn't been sleeping well for like some time. I think a lot of it is just one, I snore, so that kind of keeps her up. But uh, I think the busyness of work and just a lot of other things that she's dealing with, some health problems that's causing her like sleeping pattern and rhythm to be like really bad. And, she's getting like 2 to 3 hours of sleep, which isn't the greatest. And, doing the ministry that she does requires a lot of like, pouring out to people, but, she's not really sometimes in a great space to do that because of her lack of sleep. And so she's trying to pour out and give her all, but when she comes home, it's just like she's completely drained. So prayers for her. And
What does Rachel
so
do?
So she actually works for Urban Impact. So she's the director of education there. Um, and so prayers to love her well in that process. I think the biggest thing for me is I'm learning is just how to listen and not coach. So she always tells me, like, I don't need Coach Jay. I just need you to listen and hear. So wisdom and discernment of how to just love Rachel well as well through that process of not getting sleep and some of the health issues she has.
You're still in your first year of marriage too, right?
Yeah. So we're going on since May 19th. That's 5 months maybe.
Brand new, man. Brand
new. Yes.
Yeah. You both have really busy ministries. And for those of you who don't know, Isaiah has come back to where he grew up and ministering there. So that's, to me, is just huge. We're talking about you this morning with a group of folks. Good stuff.
Where is that? Where is that, Isaiah? What part of town?
North side.
North side?
Yep.
Perry High.
Perry High School, yep. Where I graduated from. So
yeah.
That's where I grew up. That's where I grew up too.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
It's the best ministry. David said campus ministry is the best, and you're campus ministry too, man.
Yes. So yeah, it's been cool. Yeah. So, and then I forgot to I think we always ask for prayer for like other things, but then like prayers for ourselves too. I think that's important. Just praying for me, just strength and just to continue to show up even when it's hard. But also I think that my focus would be on the Lord and how the Lord is going to use me. And I think so oftentimes I'm focused on what I can do. And I feel like sometimes I put God as an afterthought. It's like, let me run this amazing, Bible study or event for students. But making sure that my relationship with Christ is grounded and that he's the first thing I run to in the morning and not the last thing I run to. So I think that as well.